Hello and welcome to Villa TV and to Matchday Live for our post-match show after a 2-1 win for Aston Villa versus Burnley. Another 3 points on the board. Lads, what do we make of that, Alan?
Another 3 points on the board.
Yeah.
Another 3 points on the board. I mean, at 2-0 we were absolutely cruising.
Yeah.
They posed us a couple of threats, but I thought we dealt with it on the main pretty much routine more than anything. But the goal really threw us a wide one, or a proper curveball, and we couldn't really recover an awful lot after that. I mean, that was as good as they had been actually in the game, and it's a bit of a disappointing end to the game actually. But nevertheless, it's a 3-pointer.
Yeah, Andy, I was sat next to you throughout the whole game. I was learning an awful lot as well throughout it, so much appreciative of that.
Listen to me moan all the way through the game. No, I wasn't.
No, it was very, very insightful. But it was fascinating watching the changing complexions of the game, because the first thing you pointed out to me was how they were going man for man in the opening
in those
sequences.
opening exchanges. I thought they actually started, to their credit, I thought they started quite well, first 10, 15 now. I thought they did.
I agree.
And it took us a little while to get going. But then once we got in front, then I never really felt the game was under threat. As Alan says, at 2-0, it should have been a little bit more comfortable getting over the line. And the amount of games, honest to God, I couldn't tell you how many games we've all played in where you're 2 up, everything's looking great, you can see 1, and then all of a sudden anything can happen, and it really can. So thankfully, got over the line. It's a really good 3 points in the end.
How do you think Villa started before the goal in the 25th minute?
A little bit tame to start with. I thought a little tame, again, I spoke about mixing your game up. I just thought to start with we were keeping the ball comfortably without really perhaps getting our best forward players involved in the right areas. But once we scored the goal, and all credit to Daniel Marlon, once he got the goal, then I think that changed the dynamic of the game an awful lot.
Should we talk about that goal a bit?
Yeah,
because it was a fascinating bit of play. Ollie over on the touchline into Boubacar Kamara, who then played the assist through, and the perfectly threaded ball through to
really
Marlon.
good. And as he's running through, originally, because I've done it myself, you think you've given it too much and you've given the defender a chance to get it, but he got his leg, swept his leg round and put it in the corner. It was a really, really good finish.
Good
I think probably in all sense, I think he's aware of how close the defender is to him and how much he's close to the ball, but I think he knows he's probably going to still make contact with the ball, and it was a really, really good, no chance for the goalkeeper, to be fair, who incidentally had a good game for them.
Yes,
but still not an excuse for us only scoring 2 goals with the amount of chances we had. But and by the way, a really good time for us as well, Daniel Marlon scoring, and I'm a bit disappointed we only got 2, and for him as well actually.
But that goal in particular, it was a fascinating passage of play, because exactly as we were anticipating, they were clustering the midfield, going man for man, as you pointed out previously, but that extra bit of pace and something a little bit different rather than the build-up play.
And the fact that they were up on the halfway line, or very close to it, that's when Daniel Marlon, I think, comes alive, because if he's got room to run into, that's where you see the best of him. If teams sit deep, he hasn't got the room to make those runs, whereas, as you say, clever bit of play, great ball through the middle, and a good, lovely finish.
Now will be your chance to ask him.
Hello, my friend.
Hi, Daniel, how are you?
What for a domo?
Congratulations. 2 goals here. We were literally just dissecting. We haven't even got on to a second goal yet. First goal in the 25th minute. Your pace and the incisiveness of that. Talk us through that goal.
I think Bouba just played it quite early, and it was all the space in the world, so I had to run with the defender, and I got him on my side, and the keeper was coming. So
did you always know you were always favourite, weren't you? He was always just a little behind you.
Yeah, he was still running, so I didn't have all the time. So at the end, I think I had a good finish.
Good job, you got long legs.
Well, we've spoken about that, and we've spoken about your pace previously. How much you try and utilise that yourself in your game?
Yeah, I mean, that's the quickest way to go to the goal. And with certain moments when they come pressing and they played a few times man against man, you know there's space behind, and of course not always easy, because the midfielders need to have time and have to pick a pass, but with moments we've done that really well today.
Do you like it when they go man for man? Does that suit your style of play?
I mean, sometimes if they do it well, it's quite tough, but if you have time and our midfielders can turn the ball, you have all the space in the world.
But you want the opportunities of that. If they're going to push up as high up as they did there, you're looking to try and just get that half yard for Bouba or Morgan or forever, just to play you in, because that's your advantage with you, isn't it?
Especially when with me and Oli up top, we can have 2 options there, so that's good.
And then the second goal,
Great
again,
goal. Really
over
good
at the
goal.
other half there.
Second goal, very good.
What are you thinking at that point when it lands to you?
I was first looking at Morgan if he saw me, and great pass from him, and I just had a good touch. I thought about dribbling, but it was perfect in front of my feet, and I just hit it well.
Can I ask, where do you prefer playing? I remember we asked you this last year after one of the after one of the European games, exactly where you prefer. On the right, do you prefer playing in the number 9 position? Where do you prefer?
For me, it doesn't really matter. You just have to be in front of the goal and be there. But today it was me and Oli a bit more up top. That's also fine for me.
Your first touch for the second goal was a beauty.
Yeah.
Because and you've done it so quickly. As it's coming to you, thinking stop, go?
No, I'm thinking
because the goalkeeper's got no chance there.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, looking at the ball first, because I know there's me, the defender, and the goal and the keeper. There's nothing else. There's no midfield. There's no one there. The first touch is the most important thing.
How are you feeling in terms of confidence now, Donnell, in the dressing room? I'm talking about everybody. Obviously, good run now, a bit of momentum behind the team. Yeah. Everyone feeling a lot better?
Yeah, I mean, we didn't start that well, but I think it's a thing about this team. They've been through a lot already for, let's say, 2-3 years.
Yeah.
With the coach as well. So, you know, we have good connections. We trust each other, and of course, you know, when things are not going well, it's tough. But we've been honest with each other. We stick, you know, with each other, and from there, I think everybody pushed to turn it around, and I think we did that in this period of like 4 or 5 games really well.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a personal question then? And perhaps a tricky, well, there you go. Probably quite a tricky one to answer, I guess. But for you, and there's been so much talk about your mental resilience, because there have been certain pushbacks in your time at Villa so far. Yeah. But then, of course, starting today, 2 goals straight away. Is it easy for you to just deflect anything and just plough on with your own game regardless?
I trust myself. I trust what I can do. And I know when I signed here that Villa had good players. I know when I signed, it's a big club. So, you know, sometimes things take a bit of time, getting used to. But I know that I trust myself and my ability on the pitch, and that's the most important thing at the end of the day.
And it's great to see you in Europe as well.
Nice for the confidence as well. You start a game, you get a couple of goals. Torjäger.
Yeah.
Torjäger.
Yeah, that helps.
That's goal-getter, by the way.
I was going to say.
All right.
Sorry.
No,
it's a bit. So you're going to go up, you'll be sitting in the dressing room, you'll be like, yeah, I'm happy with today.
Yeah, I mean, if you scored a goal at Villa Park, it's an amazing feeling, and you want that every weekend.
Yeah.
And if you start, you want that. If you come on, you want that. There's no difference for me. But yeah, today it was a good day.
Got a bit scary near the end.
Yeah.
A little bit anyway.
Yeah. It just got a little bit scary at the end, but it always does at 2-1.
Yeah, it does.
Always does.
Even with 2-0, you know, the long throw-ins, corners. Yeah. If they get one, it's tough. But I think it says enough about our team and everybody that comes on, and Ian pressing in the 99th minute to just keep the ball. That says enough about this team and this coach.
Well, it's great to see you getting those 2 goals, and at either end as well. And the fans' response to you, I got a perfect vision of it, and it really was something. But you've got a flight to catch, so we better let you go.
Thank you.
Better let you get off and catch your plane. But lovely to see you again, Donnell. Thank you so much for your time. Really appreciate that. But so Donnell Marlin has to go and catch a flight now. Of course, that's going to be the case, isn't it? International duty. They're all going to be off here, there, and everywhere. But what a way for him to sign off. And as I say, after all the adversity he's faced.
Do you know, we were talking pre-game, Kate, about what it's like when you play a game and then you go off and can you imagine when Donnell meets up with his international teammates?
Brilliant.
He walks through the door, he's got 2 goals in his back pocket, the team have won. You know, he's rightly, I think, probably our best player today. And so he'll feel great meeting up with the rest of his international colleagues. Yeah, he really will.
He's flying the plane. That's how good he's flying.
That's how much he's flying at present. Exactly that.
But also, Andy's right. You know, you can tell he's actually quite. I mean, I'm lucky because I see him sometimes at the training ground and on. He's quite quiet anyway. But inside, he's bouncing. By the way, bouncing. He scored 2 goals with 1-2-1. He's talking about scoring at Villa Park. He's talking about starting the game, and now we can go and look forward for. Well, I'm going to say a little break, an international break in terms of domestic football.
And we were just talking to him there about his second goal and how well taken that was. It was also great to see Morgan Rogers getting that assist. And there was a notable response from the rest of the team to Morgan, who was on the deck at the time, but they all jumped on him just as much as they went to Marlon as well.
Absolutely right. He got himself in some good situations though. That one first half, Kate, we spoke about. There was one when he ran through, he got to the edge of the box, and I'm thinking, just shift it and hit it.
Yeah.
Go for it yourself. He didn't. He tried to find someone. It didn't quite pay off. No. That one, second half, was great.
Yeah.
Good run, positive run in that area. And again, late in a game, Morgan can be so effective. He doesn't realise. I still don't think he realises how good he can be in that area, you know, and how difficult it is to handle him when he gets a bit of space to run into. He's such a key player, and it's why the manager plays him every minute, every week.
He had a couple of good opportunities today, Morgan. I'm not going to be remiss of us not to talk about it, because as much as we love him, not in a frustrating way, but there was certainly one in the first half when he got to just the edge of the D, and he was looking to play. And I know why he wants to play Ollie in, because he wants Ollie to get a goal. But that was one where I thought he could have turned and had a dig.
Yes.
And it was after about half an hour or something like that. And I was like, watch it. And he'll see it in his head again tonight.
Yeah.
And it's a learning process, almost like, when can I play the ball? And the one to Daniel Mallon for his second goal was exactly when you play the ball.
Yes.
But there's a couple of times where I think he's his own decoy there, because they're expecting him to thread one through, and I'm saying turn and have a dig.
Yeah.
You know, very similar to what John McGinn did the other day.
Yeah.
So I mean, listen, is
that a confidence thing?
Maybe it is a wee bit, but I think it's an unselfish thing from him
Yeah.
at the moment, where he wants to play Mallon or Watkin or somebody else in at the moment, where I think, you know, when you're running at that kind of pace, whether you're going to step left and right and go beyond, I still think you've got a chance with your momentum to have a shot on target. It'll come for him, don't worry about that.
Oh, definitely. Like you say, there's no fear of that. And that was something we were talking about throughout the game. Was just, and that was the exact word, was that how selfless he is as a player.
Oh, he is. He really is. I said to Kate during the game, I said, for Morgan...
Pass the champagne.
I said, pass the champagne. I said, just top that glass up. No, but I said, if I was in that dressing room, a teammate of Morgan's, or I'm sure the coaching staff, I'd be saying to him, next summer at the World Cup, do you just want to go and be part of the squad, or do you want to go and play? Because he's got the ability, I'm telling you this, boy, to travel away with England and be a starter. But it's little moments like that one first half when he's running through and he gets to the edge of the box. He just needs to find a little bit more there. It's coming, as Alan says, and I'm sure it will develop as the season goes on. But he's got incredible potential. You speak to any ex-player in the game, fans know it, fans can see it, but you speak to any ex-player, he's the sort of player you would not want to play against.
No.
You really wouldn't, because he can hurt you, you know, he really can. But
you can see that, the fact that everyone just doubles up on him nowadays, and it's a new challenge for him to have to overcome.
It is. It's not easy for him to cope with, but I think he's slowly now starting to get upright, and when he gets that ball out of his feet and travel with it, as he did a few times today, that's more of what I think everybody in here wants to see him do.
That sparkle was there a fair few times for Morgan.
I think so.
The Morgan of last season, the confident Morgan, I should say, really. There were moments there, which we've seen, and we've seen those moments dotted in more and more so throughout the game. So as you say, it is coming. It's just taking that time.
Yeah, there'll be an opportunity in the next 2 or 3 games when it'll fall into place, and the light bulb will come on for him thinking, oh so I'll do that then. I've got the opportunity to do 1 or 2 things, and again the thing coming from midfield where Andy knows better than I, and as a striker, the first thing you think about has to be the right thing and the best thing, but that's not always, if you know what I mean. And the more time you have, sometimes you can be like, you know what I mean. And you've got to think, Rich, you know, time out there is not of an essence when somebody's shutting you down like that. But it's a good 3 points for us today. I think they might even be disappointed they didn't manage to squeeze a second goal. The injury to Emi Buendia did us a favour,
I
actually.
hope that Emi is all okay.
I saw him, I was at the tunnel actually, he was walking out. He was certainly shaking up. He's pretty rocky on his feet. But the injury actually helped us. It killed the game, and that's not a good thing that happened to Emi. But in terms of the momentum that they had, it actually halted them full stop. And then after that, thankfully, we run out 2-1 winners.
Yeah, like I say, we'll hope that Emi's all okay then, because that was a really nasty elbow to the head that he got there. So hoping that he is all okay, and no doubt you'll hear news about that at some point. But can we just talk about another unheralded hero from this season so far, who's been having just a solid campaign? Esri Konsa.
Yeah.
Again today.
Very composed
He's so
today.
Composed. That is the exact word to use.
Very composed
Calm,
and very
composed.
And very, I thought, a very
assured,
competent, assured performance. He and Pau Torres, I think, they complement each other nicely. Pau is a very useful footballer on the left side. Esri can be aggressive, is that little bit quicker. So I think the combination for the two works. But Esri, I thought, did play particularly well today. I thought he was very solid. Burnley, if they lack a little bit of something in the final third out, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
You know, they've got a lot of honest boys, but they don't have enough quality there. And I thought Esri today played in third gear and was able to comfortably play in that sort of gear.
They were quite good, Burnley, actually getting to the over the halfway line. You know, they don't give the ball away too often. The thing, but Andy's absolutely spot on, as he normally always is when you're looking to get the ball into that final third. They do like that. It's too easy for Esri.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's too easy for Esri Konsa, and that's a ridiculous thing to say.
Yeah.
But he smokes his way through the game. He's like that.
Yeah.
Sorry, and it's the bigger games that he has to make sure he is energised. Maybe is the best word to use, rather than, you know, and waiting for somebody to hit you and you go down and get a foul, etc., etc. Today he cruised through the game because he is an exceptional football player and sees things a little bit quicker than other players.
Well, it's like, was it Jamie Carragher that said it about Van Dijk last season, saying about the fact that it's almost too easy for him. He almost has another level beyond the Premier League level. And when you get to that point as a centre-back, that's what Esri Konsa wants to
Paul McGrath used to play like that.
Oh, yeah.
That's the way Paul played the same way. Paul made the game look very easy. I don't think Esri will ever be in that kind of Van Dijk sort of mode, because Van Dijk is so good with the ball at his feet. Esri, I think, is a really good defender, and when he's focused and really on his game like he was today, he's very, very tough to beat, very tough to get round and get beyond. Could have scored, actually. Unlucky with his header as well, wasn't he?
Very unlucky.
Unlucky with that header. You know, that was a good effort.
That was a well-worked set piece.
Yeah, very well worked set piece. But no, today he was, I thought, nice and focused and never really gave anybody that much of a sniff, I didn't think.
I wasn't that happy with the one we conceded, really.
Well, that was a free header, middle of the 6-yard box.
Yeah,
so whether or not someone's got picked off there, blocked, or
it's not like us that either.
No,
it's not goals that we give away like that very often.
Do you think that was, I don't know, a case of?
Oh, you switch off for 10 seconds and somebody gets a yard ahead of you and you think, hang on a minute. So there'll be questions asked about it, but nevertheless, it didn't damage us too much and we won the game. That's the most important thing.
Years ago, we could go in the dressing room and say, I had my man. And it was him. No one. I had. Nowadays, it's like, have a look at this, boys.
Have a sheet.
Yeah, there's no hiding.
We'll show you it. And then you just have to go like that. Put your hand up.
Oh, man. Right, lads. This is a good show. Good fun show. I'm going to ask you both to round off your man of the match.
Ooh, right.
It might well be the man who we've just been speaking to, but I will open the floor all the same. Go on, Alan, you go first.
Oh, as a striker, it's only.
If he doesn't give it to Daniel Marlon today, I'm going to go and ring. I'm going to get him off that plane.
Yeah, no, he's getting it for me. I thought he was really good. I thought most of his play was good.
Yeah.
You know, we talk about having the opportunity to play from the beginning in the game and then take your opportunity.
Yeah.
I think he proved that. Not so much the first goal, because it's a foot race and he was just too quick for the defender.
Yeah.
But the second goal is an absolute beauty. The way he kills it dead, and without the defender or the goalkeeper having an opportunity to make a decision, bang.
Yeah.
2-0, game almost over. I thought he was very good today.
I thought Esri played well. I thought Matty Cash played well.
Again,
nice and solid Matt today. But look, if you've got a striker out there who knocks a couple of goals in like he did today, he deserves to be man of the match. Good luck to him. Played very well.
Very, very well. Exactly that. And great to see, isn't it? He feels like he's a bit of a fan favourite, kind of almost by default, really, because we just want to see the best for him. And when he delivers, it's just fantastic to see. And as I say, the fans were testing.
As a newer addition to the squad, you know, people like to see those guys getting up and running, and particularly, as Daniel said, knocking one in like that, then the Holt end is a great feeling now, isn't it? It's a great feeling. It really is.
The Holt end?
Yeah, it's great.
You'll remember that one, trust me.
Exactly, like I say, at both ends then, but at the Holt end in particular. Well, lads, thank you so much to the pair of you two for today. All of your hard work and for coming back again afterwards. Bit of a break now until we've got Spurs in a couple of Sundays' time, so really looking forward to that one and the international break as well. A big thank you to you for watching. Now, we said beforehand the fact that Burnley copied Aston Villa's club colours in 1910, but it was déjà claret and blue for Aston Villa with another 3 points.